Hey guys, so here's the deal with everything going on in the world today. There's a financial crisis going on in the world, and you have to realize that you're the person in charge. You must be the person who's really living your life according to the best of your ability. Because guys, if you're never living life to the best of your ability, guess what happens? You start to have financial crisis of your own. You start to be broke. You're an actual person who is poor. You have no job. You're doing nothing. You have no passion. You have no social media. You have no display photos in your social media. Guys, that's very bad. You understand? Be a person who's a role model, somebody who can actually live life, somebody who can actually do something. You guys, whoever watching me, you guys are a specific audience for this video. Do you understand? No matter what, you have to realize I can really see what you need. You need something to lift you up. You need something to really, really motivate you. So here I am doing my best right now. No matter what, throughout this video, I'll give you my best knowledge on how you can really, really move life forward for yourself and others. Guys, the whole point of life is let's be interdependent. Let's be people who are humane, and let's kill less of life. You understand? Let's kill less people. Let's hurt less people. Let's be less in suffering. You understand? So anything that you can do in your life to prevent suffering, to prevent life from overtaking you in terms of criticizing you and all of that, you have to realize to let life anyway. Let life criticize you. Let life overtake you. Let life be against you. Let life be jealous of you. You understand? Because guys, no matter what, the higher your success, the more people will be jealous of you. You need to realize that you need to be a person who's far better than the rest. You need to be a person who's really lifting yourself up. You need to really see that no matter what happens, that there is always one chapter that you're writing every single day. Make it the best chapter of your life. Daniel Milivojevic. Guys, no matter what, realize I get up every single day, I'm motivated. I'm motivated for my day to go and get food, to plan my day ahead. I journal. I make sure no matter what, I do video content. I do 3 hours a day of content, either in 2 videos in 1 hour and a half each, or I do 3 videos in 1 hour length each. No matter what, sometimes I do 2 videos in 2 hour length and 1 hour length. Guys, no matter what, you have to realize to dedicate yourself, be a person who's really doing something to inspire people, because that's how you're going to become someone. You understand? You only become somebody when you're actually learning and growing. You understand? When you're learning and growing, you always figure out a better way. You always do something much more incredible for yourself. Be a person who's really producing music, producing something, producing content, producing video that's really helping other people. Produce something that's really going to benefit you in the long run. Guys, today is a Wednesday, and it's the 1st of April. So guys, April Fools. You understand? No matter what, you have to realize I am a person who never believes in April Fools. It's just a game. Guys, I have no time for games. I only have time to benefit you in terms of the long run. I have time to improve you. You understand? I have no time for giggles and fun and laughter. Do you understand why? Because my life is all that already. So guess what I do? I make sure to start being serious with myself. And I start to better myself every single day, because that's the most fun that I can have in life. My fun is never let's go to the clubbing events and festivals so that I can look at women who are in short skirts and on ecstasy pills in 2020. Understand? That's never the way to go life. That's never the way that you guys must do life. Never be the person who's checking out those men who do drugs. Understand? Never be the person who's looking at people who do drugs. Why would you even be in that place where they're smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol? Go in a better direction. Because guys, most of the world is scaring you right now. Most of the world is against you. Most of the world is pulling you down. Be on your own, most of all. Be a person who's really motivating yourself in daily life to be alone and to figure out your own life every single day in a better way. Be better than yesterday. That's what I'm doing. Every single day I wake up, I'm planning ahead my schedule in my journal, and you can follow my journey. Guys, you can follow my journey and you can see that you're never alone in this life. For the next 72 years, you'll never be alone. No matter what you are doing right now, you can always catch up to my videos. You can always make sure that you're reading every single day. Understand? Read something every single day. Make sure you're inspired every single day by somebody, but make sure that you're inspired by somebody who is you. Be inspired, be your own buddy, and be inspired by yourself the most. Guys, be number one in your life. Guys, I've said it many times in my videos. A person who is selfish is a person who can dominate the world. You understand? Because selfishness will keep you alive. Selfishness is hope. When you're hoping for your life, that's a selfish act. And those people who keep hoping for life, they always have more life. You understand? So selfish people need to be more greedy about having more life, about really having a better mindset. Guys, stop being a teenager. Okay? No matter what you're doing right now, you need to realize that you need to be better than okay. You need to be a person who's better than fine, better than who you are now. Because I'll never settle for you. I'll never settle for anybody. You must be also the same. You must never settle for who I am as a person. You are only my friend to the extent that you grow. You understand? You keep growing with me, I promise I'll be your friend forever. But when you're never giving me value, sorry mate, goodbye. As soon as you stop giving me value and I'm giving you more value, then guess what? You're wasting my time. My time is valuable, and I make sure that your time is valuable in this video. I make sure no matter what, when you're with me, when you're giving me money, that I give you the best deal for your money. I make sure that I give you service. I make sure that I give you a problem-solving ability right here for free. Understand? No matter what, make sure you go share me around. Why not? I give it to you for free. You understand? You have to realize, sometimes in life, people are going to be doing certain things on Instagram. They're going to be doing their own things. Go and do your own thing. Because my own thing is, let's brand myself inside my Instagram, and let's just pull my branding photos, just photos of me. Why? It's visual. It's visual, I am my best version. Those are my two reasons for why I must have just my branding photos and me inside my Instagram or photos. It's visual. People learn visually. And guess what? I post 10 photos in one post. Guys, I have 56 posts in Instagram. Guess what? They see 56 posts, I have 560 photos. You understand? In my Instagram, it's very beautiful to see all those measurements and how I used to look, and no matter what, how I progress forward. You understand? So each and every day, I go out and brand myself. I get new clothes. You understand? Why? It's so exciting. Why not? I go, for example, I use this wall as my beautiful branding shot. Why? It has a pattern, and I put maybe a beautiful nice red jumper, whatever. I make sure there's no brand on that. So for example, with this shirt over here, I make sure that this shirt has nothing saying Nike on it or Adidas. You understand why? Because I need to brand myself as me, and I'm never branding any other company in the world. I'm branding me. So I go for clothing and for places where there is no wording and stuff in terms of branding. Because guys, it's about brand. Let's build your brand. Let's be a person who has a brand. You understand? No matter what, I'm a person already who has a brand. You need to be a person also who is branding yourself on a daily basis to really do something special in life. Only people who are branding themselves are really going to help you really live life. You understand? So find out how to brand yourself. Guys, branding yourself is easy. Make sure you get yourself a selfie stick, get yourself a phone, get yourself some nice beautiful storage, get yourself an online storage. So you have a phone storage and you also have an online storage. Go make sure you give some money for your online storage, so that every time you post 1 hour video, you just post it straight up into your online storage, make your own beautiful, nice, beautiful self-education program based on course 1, whatever you name it, course 2, whatever you name it. Every single day you do a course based on however long you can do it for. You understand? I can do 3 hours a day, I can do 5 hours a day, I can do 7 hours a day. I just have to do other aspects of life first before I can actually get to the 7 hours. I can actually do the 7 hours now, but then everything else has to be neglected. You understand? So no matter what, everything in my life is important. I've managed to make 3 hours of video every single day easily. How do I do it? I make sure no matter what that I'm in the perfect mindset. So when I'm in the perfect mindset, I'm just growing every single day. That's the perfect mindset. The perfect person who has no flaws is a person who's growing. You understand? Because a person who's growing will look past your flaws. Understand? They never look past. They never look at your flaws. They look at, let's see how many skills you have. Are you able to solve my problems? If you're able to grow with me and solve my problems, I never care about your flaws. I see the person you are. You're perfection already. A person who's dying is never perfection. They're just flaws. A person who's growing is always perfect. You understand? So be perfect in the way that you grow. You understand? Make sure that those people around you are inspired. Make sure that when they see your Instagram, they only see you in your Instagram. They only see about you. What is your business about? Guys, it's about, hey, go figure out your niche. What is your niche? What is the niche? A niche is a brand. What is a brand? A brand is you. Make yourself your niche. Do you understand? Guys, in my Instagram, I use a 2-step program. I created this program. All I post is my branding photos and my quotes. Nothing else. Is that simple? I just brought anything that I post in my Instagram feed, in terms of my branding photos, my photo shoots, I post it in my story also. And in my highlights, I have quotes. And in my stories, I have quotes. All you'll see is there are just images from me inside Instagram. Motivational quotes, you have 2,000 to start off. In terms of my Instagram, once you go on my Instagram, you have 2,000 quotes. Go and read them. And then you have 540 photos at the moment to really see. No matter what, it's inspiring. You understand? So then when I post my branding photos, just me, I like to tease the woman there. I love to say, hey, sexy, milk me, all this kind of stuff. It's very funny. It's very, let's say, intimidating. Why? Because guys, I've never done it before. Why? I'm just testing it out. I'm just seeing how it is. How does it feel to tease women when I'm a model? You understand? I'm a model, I'm an entrepreneur. You understand? So when people see me speaking on stage, they see my Instagram, they see, wow, I have to be that way. You understand? So no matter what, never be me. You understand? They have to see that they need to be something in terms of length, in terms of status, that, hey, this person is branding themselves. I need to also brand myself. So Gary Vaynerchuk is big on branding. Gary Vaynerchuk is always branding himself. What does brand mean? Brand is just your way of saying, hey, I stand for me, and this is who I am, this is how I'll teach you. My name is Danny Milivojevic. I'll make sure that every time you see me, I'll give you value. That is a brand, you understand? So every time you see me, you can always see that I'll be giving you value. Now, you never bet money, you never gamble money, you never know the knowledge that I'm giving you. All you see is the knowledge of who I am and what I do. When you see my Instagram, you see a person who's just branding themselves, just very into themselves, very successful. You just honestly see that because the person in my Instagram, whoever did my Instagram, is a person who's really successful because of everything they've done. I can just see it. You understand? You see it. Words can never describe one photo of me and one video of me. You can never describe me. You can only see me. You can only see the truth of who I am in life. Now, I can see the truth in people who are homeless, and I never have to describe them. You understand? You never have to describe me in anything. All you have to do is just see who I am. Now, as a person, I'm a beautiful person, and I'm always working on myself to become more beautiful. How do I do that? I grow. I write my journal. I'm always doing something to help people. I'm always doing something related to my business. I just recently found out, no matter what, that I have 104 people I follow on Instagram, and they are all with a tick. You understand? They're all with a tick, except for some of my family members who are my biological family. I have my own family. In my life, I have a real family. And my biological family have no tick. You understand? Why? Because they still have to earn their stripes. You understand? I have to earn my stripes still. I still have to get that tick too. Why? Because guys, I'm never limited, but eventually I will get it. Why? Because I'm still focusing on myself. I'm still doing myself. So realize this, that when I have mentors who are really over 1 million followers each and have over 40,000 followers, 50,000 followers who inspire me with music and motivation and all this kind of stuff that are really better than yesterday, giving me ideas, and I just click through the stories. It's a beautiful educational channel. You understand? When you have an Instagram storyline of 104 people that you follow, and all you're doing is just following the stories, just clicking through their stories, and what you're doing is it's your educational channel based on your mentors, and all you're doing is you're looking for ideas based on how they brand themselves, how they do their business, what are they doing, what are they promoting, are they putting videos, are they putting podcasts, how about their timeline, how does their timeline look like, what are they posting, what are they saying in the comments. You're just looking for ideas. That's why I follow them. Why? Because they're valuable. They're valuable. Just when you look at me, all you see is value. Why? I'm branding myself. All you see from me is quotes and my images. Now, that's more than enough for you. The rest you can see my actual bio link. You understand? My bio link has my Mega Drive, has these videos. So at any time that you guys have an opportunity, go please spread me around. Please share me around so that people can see me, so that people can learn. I do this for free. Why? So I can grow from it. I do it for me. I do it so I can grow, so I can become someone. Why? Why not? I'm already someone. I'm already somebody in my heart. I'm 100% somebody for my heart. But now I have to make sure that I get my message across. And to do it alone, guess what? I need your help. I need your help. I can never do this alone. Guess what? Even though I can do it alone. I can do it alone. All I have to do is just focus on me. And guess what? Everything else is prosperous. Everything else is abundant. Everything else is always becoming better for me. Guys, I love doing these motivational courses and I need to do more of them every single day. And every time I'm in a hostel, I get an opportunity every single day now, no matter what, to sit in a hostel in solitude, no noise, no people around me. You have a beautiful sound system here. You can actually hear me. Guys, there's no wind, you understand? And there is a nice, beautiful atmosphere here. You understand? You can hear the reverb, the actual reverb. So I'm a music producer. You can hear the atmosphere. That's called a reverb. You understand? Now, reverb actually opens up your voice in a much more broader term. So no matter what, just realize, have a nice, beautiful cup of tea or whatever you're doing. Make sure no matter what that you're never drinking caffeine in your cup of tea. Make sure you're having peppermint or chamomile. Those are the best two teas that I can give you right now. No matter what, realize this, that I only ever drink water in life. I only drink water, I drink nothing else. I drink nothing else. I just drink soda water, actual soda, mineral water, sparkling water, and mineral water. Sparkling water, mineral water. Nothing else, do you understand? And also soy milk. I can drink soy milk because soy milk has some protein in it, and I drink it mainly for the protein. Now, no matter what, I found out recently that no matter what you do, you need to be a person who's delaying gratification and delaying your food every single day. Now, no matter what, I found myself a bit angry today in terms of how I eat. You know, I'm a vegan and I still get angry sometimes. Why? Because I feel that I have to eat something and then I have to delay myself from it. And it's annoying. It's annoying, so I get angry, I get frustrated. Oh, I have to eat. I have to eat, and then I say, no, just stay away from it for another few hours. For another few hours, you're hungry and you have to eat, and then you're saying, no, just stay away from it. Why? Why do you have to stay away from it? I'm a vegan, you'd say. Yeah, do you know why? Because no matter what, I never know why. Understand? I never know why, but I see why. I see why, because once I eat it, guess what happens? I'm consuming the outside world. So guess what? When you're consuming the outside world, you lose yourself. You understand? You become poorer. You become a loser. You understand? You become a slave to food. You become a slave to people around you. You understand? When you need something outside of yourself to put it inside your mouth, or you need a drink, you need water, you need people to kiss you, you need something to touch you, you need someone to make you feel whole and complete, you need food to make you whole and complete. Guys, you feel less of a person straight away. So when I deserve food is when I really, really stay away from it as much as I can. And then I say, yes, now you can have food. Why? Because now I feel it's the best time for me to have food. So stay away from it as much as you can. Yes, you may get angry, you understand? And for you guys, whoever you are, you may never even be vegan. You understand? I'm a vegan. Okay? Now a person who is a vegan will never judge you. You understand? And when I judge you, I'll say sorry for it, and I'll really mean what I mean in terms of what I say in a better way. I'm always a person who never makes a mistake, but even though I do make a mistake, I do make a mistake always. And I'm never trying to be perfect. I'm never a perfect person, but I'm a person growing, and I'm always going back to my words. So I do make mistakes. Do you understand? Because making mistakes is foundational in your learning. I just made a mistake. I went back on my mistakes. No matter what, here I am learning from my mistakes. I'm always learning on my mistakes, and I'm never going back with my mistakes. I'm never going in the past. I'm going forward. I'm going forward. So when I'm going forward, I realize I never have to go back on my mistakes. I'm a person who's just growing, just learning, and realizing my mistakes are in the past. They're behind me. And I'm richer, better, and I'm always moving forward. That's the way. Just move forward. I'm never poor. I'm never financially broke. I'm always rich. And that's the point. That's the point. You have to be rich. You have to be a person who's growing, just doing something to better your life. Now, when you're falling in terms of life, you have to realize to get yourself back up, because nobody else will. And nobody will get you back up. Guys, I dug a hole for me in terms of my life when I was 15 to 25 and 7 months. Between that time, I was 10 years and 7 months going down the hill. And no matter what, I'm never broke. I'm never a person who realizes no matter what that I get negative, because I'm always growing. So in that term, guess what? I overcame my demons. How did I do it? I made sure no matter what that I got away from the people around me. I ran away from them. I ran away from them. Was I scared of them? Oh yeah, I was scared of them. I was scared of them. Why? Because they dragged me down. I was scared of them. You understand? I'm scared to start smoking again. I fear smoking. I fear drugs. I fear negative people. You understand? I fear violence. Why? Because I stay away from it. You understand? You have to fear negative people. Fear them. You understand? And when I say fear them, I mean stay away from them. You understand? Never tempt yourself with drugs. Never tempt yourself with pornography. Never watch pornography in the first place. Never watch people having sex because that's poor. Go and just do your business. Do you. Never watch another person or woman or man having sex with another person because guys, it will leave you jealous. It will leave you a person hateful. It will leave you hateful in life. Be a person who just goes and does your business. Go and be compassionate in the world around you. Go do something incredible that you can really do. Look at my skin. How did I get this so beautiful skin? Because I'm a vegan. I turned vegan. Do you understand? Did it happen right away? No. But it happened overnight. Yes, it did. It happened overnight. But guess what? Before that overnight happened, guess what? I put a year in it. I put a year into it. You understand? And then eventually, just vegan turned overnight. You understand? It happens. It happens. But you have to learn. You have to study. You have to really, really put yourself in a test in terms of what you're doing. And you have to realize this video is about you. This video is about you. So let's help you grow. Let's help you grow forward. You understand? Make sure that no matter what in your life, you're always looking at what you can say even better than you do. Make sure you're always just saying something. Say something that you can help with. Just saying, work with what you have. When you have more to give. Just keep working it. Keep expressing your mind. Keep doing something incredible. Keep making sure that you're giving ideas, sparking people's attention, making sure that you're fearing nobody. You understand? Now, yes, fear negativity, yes, but make sure that you're always moving forward. You understand? Make sure you're never negative. You understand? Because guys, no matter what, you have to realize the violence is never the issue. You understand? There's no issues in life. There's no issues. Nothing is an issue in the outside world. There may be a coronavirus going on right now in Australia and in the world in 2020, in April 1st, 2020. Realize this, that coronavirus is fake. People are dying all around the world. They're dying from their own diseases. There's no such thing as a coronavirus. You understand? What the coronavirus really means is just a financial crisis. How did it happen? Somebody pulled the plug. What does that mean? Somebody just said, hey, let's lie about this. Yeah, they said, let's lie about this. Now, is it a lie? Yeah, it's a lie. You can see it. You can see it's a lie. You understand? It happens all the time. You understand? It's happened for generations now. Financial crises around the world. Here we go again. You understand? I've already survived 2 of them. You understand? I've survived 2 of them, and this is the first time I'm aware of 1. You understand? So the other 2 that I survived, I never even knew about it. I was a little kid. I never even knew what was going on. I never even know what is going on now. But I see what's going on. I see what's going on. People are losing their jobs. Why? Because they're never working on themselves. They're people who are just broke. They're just people who are bored. They're going on strike. They're people getting fired. So realize there'll never be a person working for somebody else in the first place. If you need your growth in your government and whatever you're doing in terms of life, make sure that you're never governed by people. Make sure that nobody ever is taxing you. Make sure you never work for tax. Make sure that you never are giving tax money back. You understand? Never give tax money back. You understand? Keep the tax. Keep the tax. Yeah, keep it. Never pay tax. And when I mean never pay tax, I mean never invest in tax. Why would you? Because the governments are scamming you right now. They're all scamming you. Guess what? Use the government's money. I use the government's money. I travel the world. You understand? I'm smarter than them. I'm smarter than them. What are they going to do? They're going to make me work? I'll work minimum wage. What are they going to do? They still have to give me some money. You understand? Now, guess what? I'm not entitled to anything in life. You understand? But guess what? I'm entitled to a happier life. You understand? I'm entitled to a happier life, and I do what's best for me. That's why I travel on the government's money, and I use OPM, I use other people's money. Robert Kiyosaki said, he said, if you can quit your job, go and do it, and never go back. That's what I've done. You understand? I called, once Robert Kiyosaki said that, I called up the warehousing customer service employment agency, and I just said, hey, I quit. And then guess what? I regretted it. I regretted it straight away for the next year. You understand? With those people. Well, guess what? I'm still growing. Why? Because I still show myself empathy.
Yeah, I made a mistake right away. I dove into it right away. I was ready to quit, and here I am. I just, in a blink of an eye, now traveling 9 months of my life. You understand? I left on July 4th, 2019. It's April 1st, 2020. Go count the math. Go count the math right there. It's 4th of April. It will be 9 months, and that's my biological mother's birthday. So no matter what, you have to realize there's always something happening in life. There's always something that's going to help you, but you have to realize that you help yourself the most. Realize that you need to create yourself assets. You need to create yourself cash flow. You need to create yourself something that's really beneficial in your life. What's beneficial? Cash flow. Cash flow is the cash flow king. What's that? The cash flow queen. Become a money god. You understand? Be a person of money. You understand? Have money in your life. Have more of it. How do you do that? Make sure no matter what, you discipline yourself. Have habits in your life where you can really stay away from McDonald's for a year. You'll save $1,500 just by staying away from McDonald's, because you eat McDonald's 3 times a week. That's $30 a week. Calculate $30 times 52. That's $1,500. $1,800 a year. You just made some cash flow. You just gave yourself a nice increase in capital. In a sense, so realize, stay away from certain aspects of life in terms of food and the outside world. You understand? The outside world is also materialistic possessions. Look at the car. And once you drop a car from your life, you gain already over $2,300. I dropped my car from my life, which was really nothing all that much, to be honest. And guess what? I was thankful about it. But guess what? No matter what, I had to drop it. Why? Because it was harming me more than being with me. You understand? Say I had the car and I had to travel around Australia with that car. That car would have broken down on me. That car would have taken my money. It's a liability in terms of petrol. I have to give petrol $50 a week. I have to take the car everywhere. It's very much of a drag in terms of, let's have a look, in terms of bringing me down in life. It drags me down. So I never drag a cigarette. I never take alcohol. I never drink alcohol. I never take anybody's money. I never take anybody's information. What I do is I just give more. Understand? I receive money. I receive profit. I never take it. Understand? Whatever I get given, I give more back. Understand? You have to start helping the community around you. You have to realize that people on your side, as long as you're helping them. Understand? As long as you're helping them and giving them value, they'll listen to you. They'll approach you. They'll share you. They'll make a big legacy for you. They'll do something special for you. They'll have a celebration party for you. They'll be giving you a standing ovation. As long as you're smart, what you do is make sure you're going to be smart. Make sure you go do something smart. Make sure that you're always a person of smartness. Be a person of value, as Albert Einstein says. Be a person who's really living your life to the best of your ability, doing something incredible, doing something that's actually going to help you move forward. Make sure that you're always a person living life to the fullest, making sure no matter what, you're always becoming more mature. It's about, let's become more mature, let's become more spiritual, let's meditate more, let's do free classes for people. Why? So that we can build our legacy, so we can become somebody big. Understand? No matter what, when we become someone big, we're becoming bigger. You understand? We have to become bigger. We have to help people. We have to start managing people. As you grow up, you realize, hey, life is never as you were. Life is now. You understand? Life is never in the past. What happened in the past, forget about it. You may have made so much mistakes in the past. You understand? So what you need to do is never look in the past, but guess what? Yes, you do. You look in the past, you say, yes, those are all mistakes, but guess what? I never knew better. I never knew better. And then guess what? I learned that here I am growing, and we're all going our separate ways. You understand? My mentors, guess what? They're all going their separate ways. Yes. One day a year, 2 days a year, 12 days a year, they're together. You understand? And then guess what? They're going with their families everywhere else. And then guess what? Social media is here to connect us. You understand? So be around positive people. Make sure that you're always watching self-educational programs, something to really boost your life. And guys, put in the effort. You see me putting in effort right now. I'm putting in 3 hours a day. There's a coronavirus going on. I'm working right now. Guess what? I'm always working. It's 12 a.m. now in Perth. 12 a.m. You understand? I'm working here in the toilet. Do you understand? So, you know what? I have no worries. I have no worries about being fired. Why? I'm my own boss. I'm a person in control. I'm living my life on my own terms. I'm making sure no matter what, nobody out there is going to tell me what to do. Nobody's going to tell me to go chuck out the rubbish. Nobody's going to tell me that they have to give me something in 2 days' time. You know what I'm saying? I never work for money. I never work for other people. I never work for experience. You understand? I work for me. So guess what? I do work for experience. Now Robert Kiyosaki says, work for experience. I do work for experience, but I work for myself. I never work for a 9 to 5 job. You know what I'm saying? Some people working for the experience in a 9 to 5 job. You know what I'm saying? I never work in a 9 to 5 job, so I'm never scared. I'm always a person who's fearless in life. So I'm always a person who's never poor. I'm always growing. I'm always realizing I'm rich or better. I'm happy, forgive myself and everything. No matter what, I'm always growing. Realize when you get scared, you have to put some affirmations in place. You have to realize I'm not broke. You have to realize no matter what, you're just putting some affirmations and realizing that when people scare you, that's the best time to affirm positivity. You understand? Because when people are scaring you too much, they're throwing you down. Make sure that you're lifting yourself from people who scare you. Never be around people who scare you. Never be around people who are really in your face in terms of intimidation. You understand? When people or a crowd dislike you, just go away from them. Remove yourself from the situation because no one never removes themselves. You understand? Be a person who goes your own way. Because those people will never help you. They'll never help you get anything. Be a person who's really into yourself, really loving yourself, really doing something to inspire the world. When you learn something from the day, put it into video. You understand? Put it into a motivational video. Start making some motivational content. Because what it's going to help you, I'm not sick. What it's going to help you with, it's going to help you give that knowledge for the day, what about, and whatever you learned in life, you're going to be able to realize, no matter what, it's about you. So I hear that song, What About Me, It Isn't Fair, by Shannon, and realize this, that song has nothing to do with me. But it's in my head. Why? Because I feel, no matter what, that sometimes I have to really speak my words better. Because I feel that song drags me down. So I have to just repeat it in my words and say, I just heard that song. So I can make sure that I'm in control of my mind, I'm in control of my observing thoughts. In terms of I absorb my thoughts. My thoughts are never entities. You understand? My thoughts are something that other people have, but no matter what, that I'm only my person. So I'm always realizing, no matter what, my thoughts never control me. I control my thoughts, I control the mind, I control my body. You understand? When your body is aging, you have to realize that it ages younger, it never ages older. Make sure that your body is always younger, looking younger. Your skin is always looking younger. You understand? You never age well, you age better. You understand? Age better than well. Age fantastic, age younger. You understand? What's well? What's well with you? Understand? You have to realize big goals in your life. Realize to go where you need to go, but realize to make the steps there. How do you do that? Start planning. Start doing your journaling. Start doing something. Start doing something that's really beneficial, something that's going to help you, something that's really going to spark interest in your life. It's so simple. Guys, I'm here by myself, and I'm doing these videos by myself, and I've been traveling Australia by myself for 9 months, and I made all these steps by myself. You have to do it too. There's no entitlement here. You understand? I can never walk it for you. You understand? I've already walked it for me. You understand? I can walk it for you, but how about you? You have to go walk it yourself, so you can learn. If I walk it for you, then you never learned. You have to go walk, be on your training wheels every single day, all your life. You're always on training wheels. You understand? When you were put, for example, say you drove your bike, maybe you're on training wheels. Guys, no matter what, when you're walking throughout life, just be a person who's a student. You understand? Be a person who is always learning and growing. Be a person who's always on that bike inside the training wheels. You understand? No matter what, you may be a person who's done that. Maybe you have never done that. So go do that. Go put some training wheels on your bike and just realize how it feels. There's no sympathy over here. You understand? If you've never done something, go and do it. If you fear something, go through it. I did. I was never vegan before. Here I am a vegan. I'm a vegan now. Understand? How did I do that? I pushed through the fear. I pushed through the boundaries. I pushed through the psychological conditioning that my parents gave me. I mean, my biological parents. You understand? My biological parents taught me meat is the way. Guess what? I found out there's a better way. There's a better way now. I dove into it. I'm 16-month vegan now. I'm enjoying life. I eat in less than 1 minute. I never have to cook. I never have to peel. I never have to refrigerate my food. I never have to eat oil. I never have to eat butter. Understand? I never have to drink soft drinks. I never have to drink alcohol. I never have to drink cigarettes. Understand? When you smoke cigarettes, it's you're drinking cigarettes. So make sure you're never drinking cigarettes. Make sure that you're never a person who is on alcohol. Never do drugs. Never be a drug addict. I'm not a drug addict. I'm a person who is never promoting drugs. Be a person who's never reasoning around drugs. Never entertain the drug thoughts. Move on from that. Just say, never do it. Just say, never do those aspects of life. It's going to kill you. It's going to rob you. It's going to hurt your heart. It's going to hurt your mindset. It's going to hurt your brain cells. It's going to make you look ugly. You're looking too much in the outside world. The world's going to turn on you. The world is going to choke you. The outside world, the people of the outside world will choke you when you're doing legal and illegal drugs. They're going to kill you. You understand? You may attack somebody. The police are on you straight away because you feel victimized by the world around you when you're doing drugs and legal drugs and illegal drugs. You may be money laundering. You may be doing something illegal. Do you understand why? Because you're doing drugs. Now, I'm never doing drugs. I'm never a person who's doing drugs. But you may be a person who's doing drugs. You may be a person who's doing drugs and doing illegal matters. And then, because you're doing that, you feel victimized. You may be also a person who's robbed someone. The same, why? Because you feel victimized. You feel a person you feel as a victim in your life. I'm never a victim in my life. I'm always a person who's realizing that when I speak, I have to speak better in this. I have to realize no matter what, there's always a better way to speak. But say in third person, as I learned in Toastmaster, speak in third person, so that you're speaking about everything in life. You understand? Third person is the best example in terms of how to speak in front of a camera. It is. But when you're speaking directly to the person, that's also the best way. When you speak in second person, third person, it's all examples. Use everything. No matter what, you have to realize when a person is a thief, this is in third person. When a person is a thief, when a person who's a criminal doing something ridiculous that's going to really kill them, you have to realize that person has been living a life of failure. In a sense, so that person's never learning from their mistakes. That person's drowning themselves. So realize never drown yourself. Realize never be a person who's repeating your words because it hurts. It hurts to repeat your words. It does. So realize always move on from your words. Realize to learn quick. Realize to be someone who's always in the kind aspect of life. Do what's kind. If you think killing animals is kind, then guess what? Rethink again. Understand? Do something amazing for your life. Do something that's going to help you travel. Cut your expenses. Make sure you're following Grant Cardone. Make sure you're following me throughout your life. Make sure you're following my mentors. Go on my Instagram, you find my mentors. I have 100 of them. Go surround yourself with positive people. Most people are following people who have no studies. They're following nobodies. They're saying they're following nobodies. They're following people who are just a crowd in their area. Why would you follow your own community? Go follow the people who are above and beyond up there in the 1% of the world, who are really millionaires, multi-millionaires, and they're multi-millionaires, really impacting the world in positive ways. And you get to see their ideas. Go search for ideas, talk ideas all day long. Talk with yourself all day long about what to do, about how to really live life, about what can you do to really what can you do really to improve your aspect of life. To improve your aspect of life, you have to be able to sour through. You have to be able to really make yourself sweet. Make yourself sweet. Bear fruits. Bear the minimum required in terms of loss. Never risk yourself in a financial downturn. Never risk yourself in terms of anything in life. Look inside. Make sure you're digging deep to really push that information outward. Why? Because you need to produce, you need to distribute what you're doing. You need to really push yourself to really communicate. Communicating is everything. Communicate more, study more, realize you need to do more, you need to really be someone more, you need to really be more in life, you need to really be sexier, be looking good, be looking better than good, you understand? Have no limits in life. You need to really motivate yourself, you need to realize you need encouragement daily. That's why I make these videos. You need someone on your side, and you need you the most. You need to really figure yourself out. You need to really appreciate yourself. Appreciate that you can let go, that you can do something, that you can really grab ideas from the planet and you can really apply them. How do you apply information? You pick up an idea and you teach it in your own words. It's so simple. How do you teach it in your words? Guys, no matter what, use one word from a sentence and go and describe it in a quote. Then use 2 words from that sentence and start writing an essay from it. So write an essay on resilience and success together and just go for it. And then just make your own words up in terms of what you believe that is. And then just keep teaching it. And that's your philosophy. And saying, this is my philosophy. This is how I'm raised by me. Now, I learned from my mentors. They raised me as I was growing up. They never met me in life. Some of them see my messages, and that's excellent. That's excellent. That some people who inspired me in life see my messages, at least. But I see that they have no time to speak with me. Why? Because they think something low of me. They're saying they think something low of me. So no matter what, I'm always a person inspiring. I'm never beating down on people who inspired me. Why? Because I see that they have more time to do them in life. I see that they believe whoever gives them money, whoever's around them, whoever's popular is going to be somebody worthy talking to. No matter what, they see me, they see somebody with 55 followers on Instagram and they say, oh, this guy, nah. They say, guess what? My Instagram speaks for itself. My content speaks for itself. So I have no issues here. And I say, people have issues with me. I make no issues in life. I just solve issues. When I solve issues, I'm always on the offense. I'm always thinking about, hey, the world's going to scarcity, they're losing in life, they're losing money, they're doing all this. Why? Because they're never updating in life. They're just old. You understand? They're living the old mentality. They're going around in the community asking for all these resources that I give you. They never just go to my Instagram and just learn from me. Why? Because they hate me. They're jealous of me. The crowd that I grew up with, the community I grew up with, they say, Danny, branding himself? Come on. That guy's an idiot. Why would you believe him? He was a drug addict. And then they go around speaking about this to everybody over there about me. This guy was a drug addict, why would you listen to him? He was taking ice before. He was very fat, look at him. And they would say, he's ugly. You understand? I'm never ugly. You understand? I'm never putting pressure on myself to call myself ugly. No matter what, I'm a person who is sexy. You understand? And that's the whole point. I never care about what they think. I'm a person who's always realizing there is a better way to speak, there's a better way to do. And I'm making mistakes here and there. You understand? I'm doubling my rate of failure, as somebody said. You understand? No matter what, I'm a person who's always living life. Why? Because I get to enjoy my life, I get to really plan my life, I get to really do my life in camera, and I get to really experience life for myself when I really do my life in better ways. So I always take my time in videos, I'm always speaking my mind, and I realize that with each video, guess what? I'm like Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is a person who does bodybuilding, who said each time he did the rep of the dumbbell, he felt a victory. You understand? So each time that I do a video in terms of my content and my university, I feel victory. You understand? So I'm not Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'm me. I'm just a person who just realized, hey, it's time to start content, it's time to start really doing something, because I was a person who was rejected, I was a person who really deeply suffered while everybody else was succeeding more, everybody else had more than me, and I was taught to have less. By who? By my biological parents. They taught me to have less in life. Why? Why? Because they are poor people. They're saying, I surrounded myself with rich people. They taught me to have more. And then I had to really start the Rich Dad, Poor Dad book by Robert Kiyosaki. And I read the book, and now I see that the poor dad is my poor biological family. My rich dad is my rich mentors out there in the world who I follow now. Understand? That's what the book is about. Poor people will teach you one thing, rich people will teach you another. You know what? I started to really listen to Robert Kiyosaki as I was growing up, and also Grant Cardone, and Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk. These guys inspired me. Also, John C. Maxwell, Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy. These guys are massive people in my life. Eckhart Tolle as well. There's also Neil Donald Walsh and John Gray and Tim Ferriss, Lewis Howes. These guys are all, for the next 73 years, they're going to be here. And same Dr. Wayne Dyer as well. I still follow him. I gain ideas from them. I see Osho as well. They're all my inspirations. Why? They're just their mindset. I would love to have a conversation with them. They're saying, I'm still here, so I still can. But guess what? First I have to earn my stripes. I have to be a person who's far outweighing everybody else in terms of success. I have to be a person who just stays quiet about everything. I have to be quiet about my success. And I just have to do me. And then people will just naturally be attracted to me. They're going to be saying, hey, how's Perth? There's recently one person messaged me from the past. They said, how's Perth? They obviously see how's Perth for me when I posted 500 photos, 550 photos of me branding myself with perfection. They see how Perth is for me. I never have to answer them in my life. Why? They're from the past, they never helped me with anything. You understand? They just waste my time. So I never waste my time anyway. I never message people back who just ask me a question, how's Perth? What for? What for? Come give me some money. I'll answer your questions. You understand? My time's valuable. You understand? I need people in my life who are valuable. You understand? Now, no matter what, you have to realize, in life, you need people who are growing you. So be around those people. Those people. You never chase them, you grow them. Grow people around you. You understand? But make sure no matter what, you're never wasting your time with them. Never waste your time with people. What you do is you just grow people around you in your online storage, in your actual Instagram, in your social media. Make a nice, beautiful self-education program. And guess what? When they ask you questions, say, go to my bio link and just go learn from there. Guess what they need from you? They need from you to teach them 1 hour of your time in their life, just one person. They need you to teach just them. That's how stupid they are, you understand? So you realize now that people waste your time. Your time is valuable. I charge $1 million per 3 hours. And you have to realize that. And that's honest. I'll always be at that price or better. You understand? No matter what, you have to realize some people in life, they just do nothing. I was talking to a person recently, and guess what happened? That person's staring at the game and he's talking to me. And I'm talking about life, just making conversation here, and he's saying, yeah, I see. He had no clue what I was talking about. And he's just agreeing anyway. Why? He's a shifty person, shifty negative person, has no detail into giving me attention. I say hi to him, he says, yeah, hi man. Oh wow man. Continue your games, man. You understand? Playing games on the phone, playing Call of Duty on the phone. You understand? What for? Stop playing games. Stop playing those COD games. Stop playing those Counter-Strike games and Pac-Man games. Well, what do you need it for? Go teach yourself some business. Go make yourself some money. You understand? Go make yourself a leader. Go make yourself something big in life. Go be the best version of yourself. Stop killing yourself with games. Guys, I quit games that were 7 years ago. FIFA 20, FIFA 19, all those games. I used to play them. I used to play them in my teenage years. Why? Because everybody else was playing them. I used to follow the crowd. I used to just do what the crowd was doing. Where did it lead me? It led me to being schizophrenic. It led me to doing drugs. It led me to being a nobody. It led me to being fat. It led me to being this person who suffered for 10 years and 7 months. Why? I listened to the crowd around me. I listened to my biological parents. I thought they were smarter than me. I was inferior all my life until now. You understand? No matter what, for the past 3 years, guys, I've been improving. I've just been improving. I've been improving. You know what? I'm just growing. Now, for the past 2 years, I actually turned sober. So it's been 2 years now. I've just been going uphill. And no matter what, since the age of 20, I also made sure no matter what, my whole life was going uphill. Even though between my age 15 and age 25 and 7 months, which is 10 years and 7 months, I was going downhill. You understand? And it's because I turned my life around that I say all my life now I've been going uphill. My life is just an uphill climb now. No matter what, even when I was going down, now that downness is just going up. That scale was going from the age of 1 to this way, and it was going downhill for 10 years. Guess what? I started to lift my actual status, and then you can see the line just going up now. You understand? It's just going up. I'm just going up now. My whole life is just going up. Why? I've learned from better people. Better people. Who are the better people? The better people are the people who have more money, who have more health. Guess what? Health is more than everything else. Understand? So have the health first. You have the wealth. You have what you need. Be a person who's actually always courageous, doing something incredible, doing something according to living your life better. Realize no matter what, nobody's going to help you but you. So you need to be a person who's just always living life. Live life to the best of your ability. Look to really inspire yourself to grow. Inspire yourself really to make yourself worth it. Make yourself worth it. You'll find out more and more. Once you find out more and more, you'll gain more wisdom. You'll be a person who's really inspiring yourself in a daily basis. You'll travel the world, use other people's money, as Robert Kiyosaki said. Realize, guys, the world's here for you. You understand? But guess what? You need to be here for yourself the most. You understand? You're in this world for a reason. Let's make you grow. Let's make sure that you're growing. I'm only one in this world. There's only me. There's only me. I'm not schizophrenic. I'm a person who's growing. So when I say let's make you grow, I mean us. Let's just grow. Let's grow as people. Let's just realize that, A, yes, we need to make mistakes. Let's make them on camera. Let's just show ourselves. Let's be better than yesterday. Let's just do something that's going to add value. That's business. When you see music producers, for example, they're posting their sets, they're posting their music for free at first. And then people get to recognize it, and then they make themselves big through that. They make themselves big because they posted their content for free. They started doing something for free. They started doing DJing for free at a nightclub. They built their name that way. So build your name, build the person you are, build something in your life that's really going to make you an empire. What is that? What is your passion? Make yourself your niche. Make yourself your brand. Make yourself something big in the world. You understand? Make yourself your business. Do something incredible. Something that's going to spark your attention. You love to do an application based on weight loss? Go and make your own application based on weight loss and how everybody can do these amazing food designs that you've created. And now you have to go and learn how to do that. I've already seen how to do that. You understand? When you see something, you've learned it. You understand? When you see this video, and what I've seen in the video, you find full of inspiration here. I've been saying inspiration the whole time. So you need to see my inspirational techniques. You need to make common sense of what I've said in each and every single one of my videos. You need to be a person who's just inspired. You understand? Whether I have fame or never, guess what? I'm still doing my content forever or better. I'm always better than if. I'm always better than what I say. Now, you never start your sentence with if. There is no if. There is no such thing as if. Understand? I'm never as if. I'm better than if. I'm always a person who's growing. I'm always a person, no matter what, that I'm always inspiring people. I'm always lifting people. I'm always saying that no matter what, no self-doubt will ever drag me down ever again. Why? Because I felt that. I've seen that lifestyle. I learned from it. Let's move on now. Let's start teaching people never to do that. Understand? Let's start teaching people a better direction in life. Let's start going uphill. Let's start really never repeating our words, but really using repetition to make ourselves more integral in life. Let's be more integrity. Let's be honest. Let's be truthful about what we see. Let's be people who can speak our mind. How? Look through your eyes. Realize you see yourself in the mirror, and you say you're beautiful. You're a beautiful person. You just need to keep going. You need to keep going. You need to keep going, and you need to be a person who's really helping yourself to succeed. Am I really saying anything that's a lie over here? No. I'm never saying lies over here. I'm being serious. So I'm serious with myself. I'm really giving value. And you have to really pick up on it. And you have to realize, hey, you have to see the value in me. You have to believe in me to really inspire yourself to grow. That's how it is. You need to believe in me in order to grow. Because here you are right now, and you're only here because you believe in me. So realize now, since you believe in me, make sure you take action on what I've said in this video, so you can really help yourself and your family with you, and help your biological family and everything. Now realize, no matter what, just help yourself first. Okay, be selfish. Be focused on yourself so much that everybody else just drifts away from you. Just go in your own way. Your biological parents live in Australia, you go fly to Europe. Go on your own. You understand? Go on your own. You'll have a better life, I promise you. You understand? You'll have a better life than with your biological parents in life. Believe me. Never stay with the crowd. Never stay in the city that you're raised in all your life. Never be poor all your life. Bill Gates said, if you're poor at the beginning of life, that's nobody's fault. You understand? If you're poor by the time you almost die, guess what? Then you chose that. You understand? Never be poor all your life. Go from poor to rich, and then stay rich, and then keep your riches, and teach people how to keep their riches. There are people who are born in rich families, and guess what? They are rich, they stay rich, and they teach people for generations. Well, guess what? They never seen the poor lifestyle. You understand? So guess what? I have the upper hand. Thank you very much. Because I live poor. I've seen how it is to live poor. You understand? I've seen how it is to suffer for 10 years and 7 months, and then overcome all my challenges. It makes me stronger than those who were born rich. You understand? I have more success theories. I have more philosophy now because I've overcome my challenges. I went downhill. I did all that drug abuse, all that weight loss I lost. You understand? I lost all that weight, and I realized no matter what, I can teach life now. I can teach life. I'm a life coach forever because of the mistakes I made and because of the learning I did to get myself back up. I dug a big hole for myself. Whose fault is it? Nobody's fault. It's just the way it is. You're dealt cards, and is that luck? Would you say it's luck? No, it's not luck. It's not luck. It's actual action. You pursued yourself and your dream. And I see my dream actually coming into fruition every single day. No matter what happens, no matter who has to help me, no matter how much the world has to see me grow, or no matter how many times people have tried to cut me and make me jealous and take my woman and everything. Understand? There have been people who the woman would go for the other guy because I was ugly. Understand? And just simple, she just said it. Understand? How she say it? She just walked off with another guy. She said, nah, there's this guy over here. And yeah, I was cut. I was jealous. It happens. And then guess what? They went to boom, boom, boom. You understand? And guess what? Me, I had to really dig that deep. You understand? I had to really sense that. And I had to really say what I felt. You understand? Another guy got over me. And you know what? There's no competition. That's just the way it is. Another guy grabbed 2 women and took them home. You understand? And there you go. The 2 ladies picked him over me. You understand? Hey, give it a go. Give everything a go once in your lifetime. I'm never ashamed about what I say. I'm a person who's real about what I say. Do everything once. You understand? No matter what, realize you're here to live and learn from it. You understand? I make everything in my life exposed now. I'm not a person who fears anything. You understand? I'm a person who's far outweighing everything else. I'm a person who really is satisfied with who I am, but really I realize, you know what, I've made mistakes. And so I've made mistakes in my life. I'm a person who always speaking the truth in what I say. I'm never ashamed about what I said. I'm always a person who realizes what I say and it must come out. And yes, I've had also sexual influences with a dog. Understand? Yes, I have. And it's the first time I've ever exposed it in my life. Understand? No matter what. Yes, here I am, a better man for it. I'm a person who is really never embarrassed about what I've done. But guys, no matter what, I influenced the dog to really have sex with me in a, let's say, unusual manner. Now, I never actually really had sex with the dog, you understand? But in some way, I had sexual contact. You understand? No matter what, realize that, and you see the truth in that. You understand? And you realize, hey, there's no need to be ashamed about it anymore. Why? It's exposed now. Go with it. You understand? What are you going to start hating me now? You're going to start hating me now? And then this guy, you're going to start to tease me? And then what? You're going to fall below me for that. You don't fall below me, you have empathy for me. And you realize, no matter what, that, hey, yes, I expose myself here. You understand? I'm not afraid to say something that I've done in life. I've overcome it. Yes, I've overcome veganism too. Nobody can judge me in life. Nobody for what I've done. Once you judge me, you've fallen below me. You've fallen below my act. So realize, no matter what, it's just a mistake. I never knew what I was doing. And yes, I've done it on twice. I've done it on 2 occasions. You understand? So realize I was 13. I was stupid. You understand? And that's it. Now, you're probably wondering, wow, this is a freak over here. Yeah, I'm a freak. I'm a freak of nature. So no matter what, guys, realize, I'm never ashamed about what I've done. You understand? Because here I am a better person for it. I'm not lucky. I did take the action. I did everything intentionally. And here I am, a person who's just, I'm never sorry for myself. I'm just a person who's really empathetic toward myself right now. I'm just saying, hey, even though I did expose my story, I even exposed it inside my journal. And I realized, yeah, I had great shame about it. You know, I had great shame about it. And no matter what, my story's out there now. You understand? And I realized that I may get teased for the rest of my life about this guy had sexual influences with a dog. You understand? No matter what, guys, no matter what, I'm better than yesterday. Go and tease me all you like. Go and tease me all you like. You understand? But I realize now that I grow more than anybody else. And nobody who laughs at me can ever touch me in life. They can never touch me, they can never be me, they can never live my lifestyle. So I'm never proud of life, never be proud of life, never be proud of what you've done, but be grateful of everything you've done. I'm grateful for everything I've done. Yeah, I'm grateful for everything I've done. I'm turned vegan. So 99% of the world who is never vegan can never really laugh at me either. You understand? Why? I contribute more in life than them. In life, I'm more kinder than them. In life, I live a better lifestyle now because I'm a vegan. I'm sober for life. I have a self-education system. I'm a person who far outweighs everybody else in terms of spirituality and who I am as a person and how I live my habits. Guys, no matter what, I'm a person who can teach you something throughout life. And here I am doing it for free. And no matter what, I'm not ashamed about it. They say I'm not ashamed about who I am. Those people who judge me are below me. That's the way it is. As Sudak says, only God can judge me. They say that's it. You can never describe me, but you can see the truth in what I say. You can see the truth in what I say. I just made common sense there in what I said. The truth must be exposed. No matter what, you can never hide from the truth. You must expose the truth in order to be more confident and be more courageous moving forward. You need to confront the truth, and that's what I just done. I just exposed something that I was really ashamed about. Am I ashamed about it now? No. It's exposed now. It's out there, and that's it. I exposed myself completely. So what I've done was I have a mega drive storage, and I have all these notes, I have all these finances, I have everything inside one storage drive. Everyone can see it now. There's no excuses for me never shining bright now. Now I'm a superstar. Now I'm a celebrity. Now I'm everything in life. Why? I exposed everything in life. I exposed everything. I'm never going to cry about the person I am, because guys, I'm more happy than I've ever been. I'm never proud. I'm never proud. Because proudness is egotistical. Now most music out there is going to say, hey, be proud of who you are. You must be proud. You must show proudness. You never show proudness in life. Why? It's a big lie. Proud, to be proud of. What are you proud of? You never get your parents and your biological parents to be proud of you. You understand? You never be proud in life. You just be you. Be a person who's really going towards the dusk or dawn, living life. You understand? You're raised and you're making sure just no matter what, at the dusk or dawn that you're just doing better. You understand? You see the blue stars, you're just thinking of Mars. You're just going into the Milky Way. You're just making sure that you're observing your mind, seeing something much more beautiful in the world. You're always living life. You're doing something incredible. Making sure you're always living life to the best of your ability. Do something incredible in terms of what you can do, in terms of how you can really live life. What can you really say to make sure that the person can have some value? You understand? Because that way, no matter what, and no matter where you are, you will lift other people up and you will lift yourself by giving value to the world around you. And eventually you will become a superstar and a celebrity, and you will expose yourself completely when you're giving value. You understand? When you're giving value and you give the most value in the planet, you've done the most as well, and you'll be far lifted more than everybody else. Because value is expressing who you are and your story. You understand? You need to express your story completely. You understand? Once you expose yourself 100%, that's the point of saying, hey, now what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? I'm a badass now. What are you going to do about it? You got nothing to do with me. All you have to do is just make sure that you are doing a much better job than me. Do a much better job, but you're never really competing with me. You're never really going out there to tease people. You're never going out there to bully people about what they've done in life. What does that make you? It makes you a stupid idiot. You understand? Where you waste time teasing people. You waste time bullying people over there. What for? It just shows that you're a coward in that aspect. So make sure you're never a coward. Make sure you're a person who's never bullying. Make sure you're never causing hatred and jealousy around people's mistakes. It's just so stupid. Just grow from it. Say, I'll show compassion from you. Make sure you never do it again. That's it. Nothing else. Let's move on now. That's it. Were you going to laugh at people? When you laugh at people, you're bringing yourself down because of it. Let's move on. Otherwise, you have hatred in your heart. Those people who are dying always have hatred in their heart. They can never express themselves. They can never open up their hearts. Why? Because they have too much shame. They have too much secrecy. They have too much guilt. Because what? Because they never expose themselves. They're never in the light. I'm in the light about what I say. I'm not ashamed of who I am. I see the truth in who I am. And so I see who I am in life. I can expose everything now. I can expose myself completely, and I can say that the truth will set me free. Why? I'm a man of truth. I'm a man of truth. So when you're in personal truth right now, you can expose yourself to the totality of who and what you've done in life. And guess what? The more you do, the more confidence you'll have, the more courageous you'll be, the more money you'll make, the more attention you'll have. Do you understand? Look at Kim Kardashian. She has a porn tape. She exposed herself completely. Boom, she went uphill. Kim Kardashian. In 2020, go search her up. You guys may be in the year 5050 watching me. Do you understand? So go check out who Kim Kardashian is today. This is a supermodel. You understand? She's a reality TV show person. She has over 200 million people in Instagram followers today. And no matter what, guys, you have to realize a person who is really inspiring the world has more followers. That's it. And never necessarily more followers, but more popularity in the world. And never even more popularity. It's just that no matter what, followers, guys, no matter what, just follow yourself. Followers is never something really to be proud of. You understand? Never be proud of following and how much followers you have. Just see that no matter what, even the best of the best have some followers that, hey, they can have more, but just people are stupid to realize. You understand? And somebody has 200 million followers and never really inspires the world all that much. You understand? So realize now, you need to be a person who's really interested in yourself and be somebody who's actually doing something according to mathematics, geography, history, something that's really improving your life. Realize now that history is important too. You understand? History is important. You need to realize that your history is important. No, never the world's history. There's two different types of histories. You understand? There's the world's history, what happened in the world, around people, around outside people that were never you, and your own history. Your own history is your own past. Now, history is important. Only your past is important. You understand? And your future and your moment right now is all important right now. But the most important moment of your life is right now. Realize to just stick in the moment. When you're in this moment, you're living your life and you're using your past to really help yourself move forward, you realize that the future will look even brighter when you're learning from your mistakes. And all you do is you take one step forward, this step right now. Make sure you see your steps ahead, you see a clear road to success. How long will it take me to really succeed even more than this in terms of have over $1 million in my bank account? 1 year? 1 year it'll take me. Understand? So guess what? I just keep working for 1 year and I'll achieve it. It's so simple. You just have to realize that the money is here already. The money is here. Guys, make sure that you're never losing time. Time is everything in terms of life. You, without time, you can never live. Understand? You without money, you can live without money. Time is all valuable. Understand? So when you're working a 9 to 5 job, you may be working 15 hours a week, 30 hours a week, 40 hours a week, 60 hours a week, 100 hours a week in a 9 to 5 job. For whatever you get in terms of money, it's never worth it. Never work for somebody else. Work on yourself. Those people who are really dedicating their time towards somebody else and their business, then guess what? They're neglecting their own. How? In time freedom. Use that time to actually be with yourself, to be alone, to travel on your own. Use other people's money to travel. You understand? No matter what, you may be a person who's in a poor country where you have no Medicare, where you have no Centrelink. Then guess what? Well, guess what you do? You just start to educate yourself. Go get to the library. Go to the library. Educate yourself every single day. Watch my videos. You have my Instagram? Go. Quickly. You understand? And just keep educating yourself with me. I make 30 videos a month. And guess what? Those 30 videos, no matter what, every single day, I make 3 hours a day times 30. That's 90 hours a week, 90 hours a month. I give you in content for free here. Understand? And plus my journals. Understand? So no matter what, I'm doing more videos and more journaling today. Just journaling and videos. I need to journal. I need to realize that quotes are also important. I'm doing quotes as well. So you have over 2 years of content here easily that you can get started on right now. You understand? And I'm only adding more every single day. So I suggest, yes, read one of my videos every single day that I make, 2 of my videos every single day, and just realize to catch up. More and more knowledge. As Robert Kiyosaki says, read more, knowledge, content is going to broaden your context, as he says. You understand? You know what? I said that. I said it's going to broaden your context. But no matter what, Robert Kiyosaki would agree. You understand? So realize now. Take credit for the person you are. Realize that no matter what, there's always something beneficial for your life. That when you do look for the knowledge, when you do look to study, that you can find something in terms of a greater life when you actually put in the effort. Understand? Now, many people get sorrowful and despising of people who put in the effort, and they call them lucky, and they never really can put into context what effort is. So when you're walking to the shops, that's effort. So instead of walking to the shops, go and just write something down, and it's the same amount of effort. When you see a homeless person sitting on the floor, it's the same amount of effort that it takes to speak in front of 10,000 people. It's the same amount of time. Time is effort. Everybody has time, everybody has effort inside them. You can live on, you have the ability to do anything. No matter how much you think that you cannot do something, you can do it as long as you're living. Believe me, no matter what your age is, you may be 100, you may be 500 years old, you may be the slowest walker of the world, you may be the ugliest person in the world. I never know. Understand? You can do anything. You can become from the ugliest person in the world, you can become the most beautiful. Why? I see many beautiful women going with ugly guys right now. I see them right now going with ugly guys, and they're just going with the ugly guy because they have the money. You understand? The guy's got the money, and the woman is just having sex with him for the money, and is even marrying him for the money, and is having kids with him for the money. Never for the person. They're doing it for the money. So never find somebody who is actually marrying you for your money. Find a person who's marrying you for you. Understand? When I become famous, guys, I'm famous right now in my heart. No matter what, I'm famous now. So guess what? No matter what, I'll never have a woman who just goes for my fame. I never need a woman in my life who does that. I need a woman who is really just me. Now, I'm not a woman, but I am everything I ever need. And I'll actually realize this now. You know what? That I'm all I need. I never even need a woman in my life. But say I did need a woman, no matter what, I'd make sure that I find a woman who just finds me first. You understand? She has to come up to me. But then I'll see her, I'll suss her out, and I'll be like, is it for the money or the fame, or is it for me? I'll ask her, you understand? How will I ask her? I'll just ask her. I'll be able to see her. I see her truth and who she is. As soon as she's walking, she makes the first step toward me, I see is she doing it for me, or it's very simple. And then it's either a facade, but no, there's no facade with me. You know, I never lie. I never lie to the person I am right now, because there's no chance I'll go back. I meant to say that, no, what I can see that many people do make facades in life, and they'll be talking and being with each other, but they're really living a lie in terms of loving each other, and they think it's love. They believe it's love, but it's really just a waste of time what they're doing, and then it's just fake love that they're giving each other. And I see it. I see two smokers. A woman is smoking and a guy is smoking, right? In terms of life, and they're together, and I see they hate each other. They hate each other. They have no love for each other. I see it, but then they put on this fake facade that they love each other. Why? They're both blind. The blind lead the blind. You understand? Now you have to realize that me, say I see a woman, I see her, I just say no, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. Sorry. And it's so simple. You have to expose yourself completely. You have to say the truth in everything. And guys, it's worth knowing that the truth is the best aspect of life. You're just able to breathe, you're able to do something, you're able to really live life, you're able to really go at it, you're really able to express yourself in your mindset, you're really able to really give yourself and give of yourself to everybody. You understand? Now, no matter what, just realize that in life you may get worried. Understand? So push through the fear. How do you push through the fear? Make sure your eyes are pushing outward. Push your eyes outward. Push your eyes out at me. Push your eyes at me. Understand? When you look at me, you project your eyes at me, and then that way you always see the fear in your life, and you just keep that aspect of life going. You keep your eyes projected out for the whole aspect of your life. I promise you'll never be worried again. Now you may be worried, you may have a tempting thought where you may get worried, but you have to realize that to work on your mindset, you have to work on it for life. And projecting your eyes outward, such as I do, you realize that you can start speaking in front of the camera, you can always see the truth in what you're saying, because your eyes will never lie. Your eyes see the truth. Your eyes, your actual eyes, your two eyes are the truth. You understand? Now your eyes can see the truth. You can never explain that your eyes are the truth. You understand? You can just see it. You can never put your actual words on it. You can never describe the truth. It just will set you free. You understand? Will set you free. It'll just set you free. It's just the way. It's the way of life. It's a Tao. Tao. We're looking at the Tao over here. This is a Tao. You can never really describe what a Tao is. And Dr. Wayne Dyer is explaining just this. I can see clearly now. I can see clearly what I see. You understand? That's all it is. That we are something bigger in this world. That we are spiritual teachers. That we are something, hey, we got something special over here that's happening. Even though the world may be doing crime and killing people and there's bombs over there and whatever's happening, you have to realize the world's also beautiful. When you make it beautiful, make sure you're never just around terrorizing people and never be around them in the first place. Never be around people who are toxic. I never go to nightclubs, I never go to casinos unless I have to see a new one that I've never seen before. Because it's a casino in terms of structure, in terms of let's have a look. A nightclub, what's in a nightclub? I just see people drinking, I see people dancing, I see people lost, astray. I see people who have no Jesus. I see people who have no truth in them. I see hypocrites over there. And saying, I just stay away from the crowd. Why? I just learned. I go where the truth is. I go where people will never intimidate me. Do I get intimidated? Sometimes. Sometimes I do. And someone just may open the door and rush in and I get scared. And guess what? Because you get scared, you become poor because of that. And honestly, you do. When you become scared, when someone scares you, maybe your biological dad, your biological mom, your biological brother, somebody pulls a knife at you, they're exerting control over you. They're saying you become fearful. You become a poor person from that point on. Why? Because fear is the mentality of poorness. When you fear life, when you're worried, you'll always be poor. When you have money, you never worry about money. That means because you have no worries about money, you're richer. When you have no worries about life, you're richer. That's the wealth. The wealth is no worry. What does Bob Marley say? What does Bob Marley say? He says, "Don't worry, be happy." Now, never worry in life. That's it. Never worry. I say never worry, be happy. I love to use the words that have no lack. Not has a lack in it. Honest, has a lack in it. So I'm never lacking. Do you understand? I use the word never instead of no. Instead of no, in terms of not, I use the word never. So realize this, that in life, you need to be around people who are never scaring you. And realize that the more you have less worries in life, the richer you'll be in life. I have less worries now about my future. Why? I feel more secure. I feel more secure that I can achieve everything that I set out to do. I have more planning abilities, more strategies, I'm able to do more. I am better than Ableton. So no matter what, I'm always repeating my words in terms of something that may have interrupted my thought process, and I say I'm better than Ableton because I use FL Studio music production software. That way, I use something better in life in terms of music. Because no matter what, realize, worry keeps you poor. Use your time that you have to really dig into your finances. Just saying, what do I mean by digging into your finances? Put your finances and all your thoughts and calculations onto paper and into paper. Put your calculations into paper. Look at what I do. I have a financial journal. I have a weekly investment journal. I have a daily investment journal, and I have also a financial capital 2020 savings journal. So what's that? That means every time I see a flight to Sydney, guess what I write? $250 because I never need to go back to Sydney. I just saved $250 just by saying no to Sydney. So that's what I do, and that's how I save money. It just makes a difference to see how much you saved every year by making better financial decisions. Understand? So I'm always seeking no, to say no to the world around me in terms of financial aspects of life. And I go for what I need. All I need in life is accommodation, food and drink, and internet. That's all I need in life. Accommodation, food and drink, and internet. And with that, I actually have extra travels as well. I can travel as well. You understand? And I have clothing too. I have clothing, transport. I have it all. That's all I invest in my life. Technology too when I need it. You understand? Those seven: technology, accommodation, food and drink, information products, reading materials, internet. Also you have flights, transport, travel. You understand? Go invest your time. Your time is money as well. So there are two types of exchanges. There is time and money. The more time you have, the better for you. Your health is a money exchange. The more health you have, the more money and time you have. It first goes it goes health, time, and money. Health is more important than time. Time is more important than money. You understand? Health is more important than money. So no matter what, realize you need to be a person of health first in order to succeed. When you're healthy, you have no worries. You understand? Health is wealth. Health is wealth. That's why I'm healthy now. I have less worries in my life about my future because I see I can conquer anything that comes my way. Easily. I just plan it. I plan it. It's very easy to plan for me right now because I've been planning for the past 2 years in my journal every single day, just writing my thoughts down. And now I can fully expose myself. I can be in the spotlight. I can be a celebrity now. Yeah. I can be a celebrity. I can actually achieve all the money in the world. I can achieve anything. How? Because I've exposed myself. Do you understand? I'm living in truth now. I mean, living in the light about who I am. Now, guess what? Let them judge me. Let them judge me. But guess what? I have the truth now. I have the truth. Those people who judge me never have the truth. You understand? Because you see that I never judge you for what you've done. I never judge you. I just say, listen, you need to be a better person. That's it. I never judge you for what you've done. Because guess what? You never feel sorry for people. You feel uplifting for them. You make sure you're empathetic. You make sure you're a person who is lifting and inspiring and never putting people down. Those people who are putting people down are people who, for example, my biological parents put me down so much in terms of life. But guess what? They also lifted me up in some ways. You understand? Now, because of that, there are many people in your life who are actually going to put you down. I've had people in my life put me down in terms of they were cruel with me, they were hitting me, punching me, they were scaring me. The world around you, in hostels around here, I see people always trying to put me down. How? They shut the door open, they start scaring people. They may make weird noises to scare people. They're just poor people scaring people. You never scare people. You understand? Because worry derives from fear. The more you scare someone, the more they fear life, the more they're worried. Do you understand? So never be around people who are scary. If people are looking at you really scary, stay away from those people. If people are poor image people, those are scary people. Those are ugly people. Stay away from them. Never even go toward them. Never even see them. Never even look at them. They're scary. You understand? They put fear in you. Go walk the other way. They ask you for money. Just say, "Oh, cover your face, please." You understand? Never even look at the person. You understand? You never know what that poor person can do. Poor people kill people. Poor people kill people. Rich people never kill people. A rich person will never kill someone. you understand? Because they're rich. Poor people make all the crimes in life. Poor people, middle class people. You understand? I'm not middle class. Why? I have the health, I have the wealth, I have everything now. People never see it. I do. I see it. I just have to see it. I believe in myself. I see the truth. The truth has set me free. I'm a person who's reborn. I'm a person who's really living life now. I'm living life to the fullest. At the age of 22, 23, age of 21, I read somewhere that you have to have an open heart. You have to really live in the heart. Here I am living in the heart now. How? I expose myself completely. I expose myself completely. Now I'm living in the heart always, because my heart is the truth. You understand? When I see the truth, I'm living in the heart. That's the simplest way I can say it. That's the simplest way of teaching the truth. You understand that the truth is something that you feel. You feel it. You understand? You feel the truth. You see the truth. You feel it. And then you are it. And that's why you expose yourself in the truth. You expose your story every single day more and more and more. You be serious about it. You be serious about it. You be serious about the spotlight. You understand? You be in the field while people are spectating and watching you. Yeah, you're in the spotlight. Look at Putin. Look at Donald Trump. They're making headlines in life. Why? They're in the spotlight. They're just exposed, those people. Fully exposed. You understand? Everybody can see what they're doing. Now, guess what? I never see exactly what they're doing. You understand? They're in the spotlight though. Now, how much? I never know. I don't know how much exactly. But nobody's in the spotlight like me that I've seen. You understand? I put my whole career in terms of my Mega Drive, everything, all my photos, everything I've done in my life is in the spotlight now. I just make sure no matter what that I realize that I'm always doing better. I'm always doing something incredible. I'm always doing something to lift people up. That's what you do. That's what you do every single day. You're always lifting people up. You're doing something amazing. You're doing a course that's going to help somebody. And you keep doing it. Because I do it 3 hours a day. You need to do it too. You need to do it more than me. You understand? So Tony Robbins makes a 3-day course in terms of his seminars around the world. He makes 12 of them. His 36 days, he's making, in terms of 36 days, he's speaking for 8 hours long in every single day. I'm doing 3 hours every single day for 30 days. Understand? So no matter what, when Tony Robbins speaks for 36 days, 36 times 8, how much is that? You guys have to go calculate that. You understand? So 10 times 80 is 80. Then you'll go 160, 240 hours already. And then there's also what's more. What's more is 6 hours to realize that that's just boosts my richness. And no matter what, it's always what's more. It's never what's left. You understand? No matter what, that's how you do calculations. You realize that when you're a calculator, when you're doing better calculations, you're always going to find a richer way to think. Because no matter what, realize, sometimes you have to realize that the calculator and the alphabet of the calculations, the multiple timetable, you need to learn it off by heart. Off by heart, so that you can be richer. The multiplication timetable, once you see it and you can calculate on your own the numbers, you'll increase your richness by never seeing what's left. See what's more. You see how I said there's only what's more. Why? Because my mind was saying what's left, but there's only what's more. There's only what's more in life. Now I changed it around completely again. Because no matter what, I had to teach it. But guess what? It's only degraded me before. So now I realize no matter what, I'm always what's more in life, what's more. So you can see now, 300 hours. So it's 80 hours, 160, 240. What's 8 times 6? That's 40. You understand? 40 hours. 280 hours. Go check the calculator. Does it say 280 hours? You understand? 8 times 6, that's 40. You understand? 80, 160, 240 plus 40. 280 hours. When it's 36 hours, so when it's 36 days times 8, I just did it without a calculator. 280 hours a year, Tony Robbins does. His seminars, I do it 90 hours a month. 90 hours a month. So no matter what, that's 90, 180, and then there is 20, which is 270 hours. You understand? So for every 3 months, guess what? I catch up to Tony Robbins every 3 months, based on 3 hours. You understand? That's a statistic I need to make. So every 3 months and 3 days, I've actually caught up to Tony Robbins on estimate. You understand? Never exact, on estimate. Always use calculations in estimate range. So guess what? Every single year, because no matter what, I can do some extra hours. For every year, I can be doing 4 times what Tony Robbins is doing at the age of 27. Is that an amazing idea? That I'm doing 4 times more content by doing 3 hours a day in content. I'm doing 4 times what Tony Robbins is doing in his seminars alone every single year. That's amazing. You understand? So when you're doing 90 hours times 12, what's 90 times 10? 90 times 10 is 900 hours for every 10 months. And you would calculate 180 plus 90, 180 plus 900 is 1080 hours I make a year in my content. Go calculate. Go calculate 12 months times 90. You'll see 1080 in terms of the number that I make a year now, as long as I stay consistent. You understand? So realize this, the more I stay consistent and do 3-hour videos a day, I already did 3 hours a day today. I did 1 hour and a half in this video and 1 hour and a half in my course 111, which is how to go inward. Go and check that video out, please. And now what? You have to realize, that's how you calculate right now, all statistics. That's a statistic that I do 4 times more than Tony Robbins in terms of lifestyle, in terms of giving those speeches and giving the content out. You understand? And you have to be able to calculate multiplications. It's very important for your rich mindset. Rich mindset, calculate first in your mind. Are you able to do it? If yes, guess what? You never need a calculator. Do it more and more in your mind. In terms of, do it with the eyes. Do it with the eyes. See what the eyes are saying about multiplications in your life. When you're learning languages, you learn with your eyes. What do you need to learn? Your learning comes from the truth. The more truth you can make out of your life, the more common sense you make. Make more common sense, you'll find more of the truth. That's the best way I can say it. That's the best way I can say it. So never play poker, never be a person who's gambling, never be a person who's gambling the poker machines or playing the lotto, playing the bingo. Stay away from that. Understand? Those are 5 skills already. Understand? Because guess what? When you're playing the bingo, there's 5-6 hours you're there. 5-6 hours is time and money. Realize, I just gave you 5 techniques where you can actually make your time more. You understand? Stop the bingo, stop the pokies. You may be a person who's playing 20 hours a week in the pokies. Go put that 20 hours somewhere else. Understand? I've made over 60 years of time management in my life. I just made 7 years today in terms of time uploading. 5 hours a day of uploading content I saved today in terms of every single day for the rest of my life. And I times it by over 73 years and it came out 7.6 years. 7.5 years, which is 7 years and 6 months. 7 years and 7 months. I saved in time just by, I never have to upload ever again. Over 73 years, which is amazing. Realize guys, no matter what, time goes quick. Start doing time management more and more. Realize to have more time in your life. You understand? No matter what guys, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Please make sure that you keep moving on from my videos and that you realize no matter what, that you're really somewhat successful in your life. Really make sure that you watch my videos more and more so you can really learn more. Make sure you're always promoting yourself in your videos. Make sure that you're never a person who's never exposing themselves. Make sure that you see that I did expose myself and that you do it also. Realize no matter what that you're always leading people in the best way possible. Guys, make sure no matter what that you live vegan, that you do vegan, and that you be nutrients. Guys, no matter what, it's actually for me, I say it this way. No matter what, I say it this way. Live nutrients, be nutrients, do vegan.